This is my pitch to Trump supporters. Um, so the argument that I'm about to make comes from a very nuanced and a very real place. Because me myself, I have been in a sort of a situation where I used to really, really like Donald Trump. I thought he was a genuine person. I thought he was gonna clean up the system. I thought he was gonna get rid of the corruption and the swamp and all that. That was what I thought. And then I got introduced to Bernie Sanders through a YouTube recommendation, and my entire life changed. And when I was like 15, I dug a lot deeper into Trump, and I found that he had deep ties to the Clintons. He gave the Clintons millions of dollars in the 90s for both of Bill's presidential runs. He's had ties to Island Man, a very known pedophile. Um, Trump supported the Iraq War. Um, so there's a lot of things that I found out that made me change my tune. But I wasn't thinking that the world was gonna end when he became president. I was not one of those people. I just thought he's gonna be another run of the mill type of a president. And I thought to myself, what damage can he really do? You can't get that much lower. Well, within his first year, he gutted the he he gutted the EPA. He got rid of internet privacy. He increased NSA spying in his first year by 132%, which is not even mathematically possible, but it happened. So, Trump supporters like to say, well, he fights for our freedoms. Does he, though? Does he? Because the pitch that I'll make to you is that he took away our freedoms. He took away our internet privacy. He basically ripped up the Fourth and the Fifth Amendment. So, how is that fighting and increasing your freedom? Because this is just the truth here. I'm not making this up. President Biden ended the NSA. President Biden overturned the bill getting rid of internet privacy. President Biden did that. President Trump took away rights from people. President Trump claimed to want to clean the establishment up and, to get rid of it in Washington. I'll make the claim, or not the claim, I'll make the case because this personally happened to me and to my family that millions of people before COVID were struggling to just pay their rent. Let me just give an example here. In 2017, when Trump took office, the amount of Americans living paycheck to paycheck was 61%. That is too much. In November of 2019, the amount of Americans living paycheck to paycheck, this is before COVID, 78%. It jumped 17% in 2 years under this guy. You want to know why? Because he allowed the corporations to run everything. He allowed his Goldman Sachs administration to run everything. That was what happened. That was why people were suffering. The factories closed. 200,000 jobs outsourced in its first year alone. In total, 4 million jobs outsourced. Now, granted, President Biden has outsourced 1.2 million jobs. That's too much as well. That's too much. But Trump promised to sign the Made in America bill. He didn't. He had a Made in America week at the White House, but he did not sign the Made in America bill. He promised to give healthcare to all people. He didn't. Instead, he took away healthcare from 39.9 million Americans before COVID. And then, when COVID hit, he took it away from another 15 million more people. Trump left 50 million Americans more when he took office uninsured when he left office. That's crazy. But people want to argue that, the stock market was what, you know, the indicator as to how well our country was doing. People were still suffering even when he was in office. You can't fix the problem until you get rid of the rot. And the only thing that this guy has now is culture war bullshit. That's all that he has because he's not going to offer you anything in terms of economics. What is this guy going to do? He might give you a little bit of tweaks around the edges, but he's literally said at a rally that if he gets back in power, he will do everything that he can to ban socialism and communism in our country. How is that freedom? Answer me that. How is it freedom when peaceful protesters got tear gassed so that he could do a photo op in front of a church holding a Bible? How is that freedom? I genuinely want to know. Can somebody tell me? I really want to know. If someone can tell me, I'm all ears. Leave it down in the comments. Leave it down in the comments why you support Trump, and I'll make sure to put you into my next video. Um, so my pitch to you is if you're pro freedom, if you're pro democracy, if you're pro America, you will not support Donald Trump. I mean, this is a guy who is in bed with the Saudi government. That alone should be disqualifying because of what they did on 9/11. That alone should be the sole reason. If you don't care about anything else, okay, fine, you don't have to. But the fact that he's close with the Saudis, that he's in bed with the Saudis, is the sole reason why you should not support him. And if you still do, after knowing everything that I just told you, then I don't know what to say. I definitely can't call you a patriot because you're not one. And I just pray for you. And I don't hate you. I I don't. I don't hate you. I just think that you're ill. That's all. Um so yeah, thank you for watching and I hope I reached at least one person. I know that a lot of the people that are left in the, Trump sphere are too far gone. But I hope that I can at least reach one or two people, maybe. And even if I don't reach you, at least get you to think about it. At least get you to think about things. Thank you for watching and or listening. RG out. Peace.